Greetings to everybody tuning in to watch this sometime in the future. I'm glad you're here, even if you're totally new to this, which is most of you, because my subscribers don't really watch this. I think people just subscribe because they think that there's potential in this. They think that I might come up with something in the future that would be interesting, and that's why they subscribe. But like, it's mostly new people watching this stuff, so I'm gonna keep, I keep having to reintroduce myself and reintroduce what's going on here. So if you're tuning into this and you're kind of wondering what the heck is going on, so it's I'm trying to record. I wanted to record a long play series of the first 100 days of Minecraft, and perhaps I'll go on for longer than that. If it does gain some traction, if there are people that end up coming back to watch this continuously, like for longer than an episode, I might keep doing this. But for the time being, it's kind of a failed experiment. I'm not retaining any viewers, but I'm going to keep doing this until I at least get to day 100. But basically, I wanted to record a long play of the first 100 days of Minecraft, in which I'm not really trying to do anything impressive. I'm just trying to play the game and just kind of enjoy the game, because I got the impression that the stuff you see on YouTube, like the YouTubers that make Minecraft videos, Minecraft content, are kind of essentially out of touch with the average Minecraft player that's just trying to enjoy the game. Because people just beat the game in the first 100 days. People do all kinds of very impressive things in the first 100 days. So when you watch like 100 day recap video or something like that, it's stuff that's completely out of your out of the norm, out of what you're used to. Like, it's just beyond you. So I wanted to make something where, like, well, I'm just doing like pretty simple stuff. Like this is all I got so far, is this tiny house, and this will get you far. Like a small house like this will get you very far. Like, this is all you need. This is all the storage you need. Just this 2-story. I got this over here, and like a tiny bedroom on the upper floor. And this actually feels like I'm very happy with the house that I have. This has been working out very well, and I intend to just keep living here for a pretty long time going forward. And what I'm doing currently, I'm working on what I call cornerstones, which basically I'm building a grid of these platforms that essentially mark the corners of maps, because that's what I end up doing in my Minecraft games. In the beginning. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring dirt with me, because sometimes you end up having to fill in with dirt. I need another axe and another shovel and like another hoe, because I'll probably end up chopping more trees too, because there's going to be trees in the way in like the places where I'm going to be placing these cornerstones down. Yeah, axe, hoe, shovel. Let's put that one there. Okay, we're good. We're all set. So, yeah, I managed to survive so far. We're on like day 80 something, and I've been trying to make these episodes 3-day long instead of and I've gotten ahead of myself. So I'm trying to make this one be a bit on the short side, just to make up, because I think I've gotten farther, like too far into the game. I've gotten ahead of myself essentially. So oh, free bones. That's nice. So let's put that there. So yeah, these cornerstones. I'm gonna just build like a couple more of these today. Maybe just one more. I don't know how many I'll actually manage to build. I'm pretty sure there's one that needs to be over here somewhere. Basically, they're gonna be in places in the corners of maps. If I was to make a map, then I want like a cornerstone. I want I want to have a structure built in the spot that would be in the place where the corner of the map would be, just so that I have a good sense of where like the edges of maps are, because that to me is like, I kind of like marking those spots, just because they give me they frame the area that I'm working with well, and I really like that. So I'm going to need to turn the coordinates on to see where I'm going to, because I'm going to need to make my way towards this cornerstone, towards the coordinates. And I'll try to explain the math behind these, how I get the numbers. So this one's going to be at think we're 320, positive 320 on the east side and positive 64 on the south side. So yeah, I'm very close to it. It's like over here somewhere. And the way you obtain these numbers, so it's basically the number of cornerstones away from the origin, from the origin map, or the map. I mean, there's the coordinate origin, and then there's what I call the map origin, which are different ones, because like the map that, like, if you were to make a map at the origin of the, like, at 0, 0 coordinates, it's the 0, 0 coordinates are going to be in the center of that map, and that map is going to be in the southeastern quadrant. So the top left corner of the map in the, like, in the origin map is what I call the map origin. So the way you calculate these numbers is you add 128. The maps are 128 by 128. So basically you multiply 128 by the number of cornerstones that you are away from the map center, and then you add 64 to that, because it's going to be because the origin map is just surrounded by 64 by by like an area of like 64 by 6 between negative 64 and positive 64 in each direction. There we go. I think that's the right way of saying it. Oh crap! I'm going too far now. I'm already going too far. I need to get back to. Was I going the wrong direction the whole time? No, this is the way to go. This is the way. 64, 320. All right. So these trees need to. No, these trees need to come down. And then it's like over here somewhere. Yeah. It's like right here where these trees are. Right here. This is where it's gonna be. So I gotta chop these trees down. They're in the way. Okay. I'm gonna need my hoe for the canopy. Destroy the canopy. So yeah, I'm basically gonna be doing this until day 100, because I plan on having like 20 of these built. Because I want to sort of create a grid of these cornerstones around the area that I plan to work with, and it's a pretty substantial area that I have in mind to be working with. And even if like I restrict myself to just like the smallest area that that I would for the time being that I'm planning to do anything with, that's already going to be a fairly large chunk of like I think it's going to be like a 3x4 grid of maps, like and that's 20 cornerstones. That's already like the corners of those maps. That's four times 5. That's going to be 20 cornerstones. And then I'll probably want to make even more than that. That's probably going to feel insufficient to me. I'll probably just keep going and make like 25 or 35 cornerstones, just because like I'm still going to feel like, because this mountain's pretty big, so I don't actually know if the 3x4 map areas if that's even going to be sufficient. I don't know, but we'll see. Once I get the 20 built, I'll decide if I want to keep doing that, keep working on that, and build more of them, or what. Because I kind of anticipate that I'm going to end up wanting more. Because it's a pretty large area that I'm interested in in this world, and that kind of varies. It really depends on the seed that you're playing in. How big of the area do you want to work with? Do you want to kind of keep in mind as you're building stuff initially to begin with? Okay, I'm kind of getting carried away chopping trees. I don't really need to chop these trees down. They kind of felt close by, and I'm just getting carried away now, just automating. My brain's just doing its automatic thing. I chopped so many trees down in this series so far. I have lots of wood from lots of trees. I was trying to, oops. No, that's a leaf that I was trying to cut. I was trying to like maintain a commentary, like a philosophically themed commentary, and I'm going to keep doing that. Right now, though, with these cornerstones, I actually need to focus on what's going on. So there's not even going to be like, I can't really do the intellectual content of this channel very much while I'm doing this, because I have to focus on the gameplay. Because if I don't, I end up getting carried away, doing things I don't intend to, like, you know, chopping more trees down than I really anticipated to. So, all right, let's get back to the task at hand. I want these like over here. 320 over here. So no, that's 321. Okay, this one. No, that's 62. That's the wrong one. This one, and then 319. You always want to like subtract one from like 64 and then 63. So 64 is the number that I have written down. Like, I have a little note card where I have these numbers written down because they're predictable numbers. So it's going to be 63, and the next one is going to be at 192. The next one's going to be at 320, and the next one's going to be at 448, and then I think 576. And I don't actually have the card with me right now because these early numbers. I kind of already have them. I have them committed to memory. I know what they are because I've built so many of these already. I tend to do this in every Minecraft game I play. I like to do this where I like make this grid. I think 780 perhaps, 576 and then 780. Let me get my card real quick. Let's see. There's nothing around. No creepers. No creepers. Well, I can just pause the game here. 1 second. Yeah, here it is. It's very, very close by. I got it. All right. Yeah, 704. I'm sorry. 576 and then 704 and then 832 and then 960 and then 1088. If you want to, you know, go all the way out to, like, that's the 9th one would be at 1088. And it kind of it's good. It's different whether you're going in the positive direction or the negative direction because the one, you know, the middle one, the one around the origin map is in the southeastern quadrant. So it's oops. I kind of like to dig down one block down further than I really need to, just for it to feel like these cornerstones are like set in the dirt, like are it makes them feel sturdier. You know? So like, even though you don't see that the wood goes further down into the ground, I like to feel like it does, just because it makes it feel like like it's more, it's like it's really in there. Something like that. And then I build them upwards to where they align with kind of the like, if they're on a slant, I build them up to where they'll align. Like, I end up putting a bunch of dirt next to it to make it sort of fit better, because I don't like it. You'll see what I mean. I'm not even sure exactly how to describe it, but I have tendencies to that are like, I think there is some kind of consistency to it, although I don't really understand myself in this regard, like why I do some of the things that I do. What are the reasons behind why I do things in a certain kind of way? But like over here, like, I'm gonna want to extend this dirt out to it, because I like them to be accessible. Like, I want to be able to jump onto it, to be on the platform. But so like, yeah, I'm just gonna fill this in like up to here, basically. And that's why I brought all the dirt with me. But also, like, I wanted to still look somewhat natural, so like, I still kind of, I'll do like a staggered thing on like one side, or basically something like that. Yeah, let's do something like that, something like this. One more dirt block there. All right. Precious saplings. I like hoarding the saplings. So yeah, this is. So here we go. We got the cornerstone built, and then I like to place a fence post on the northwestern side, which is going to be over here, and a torch on top of that. So these ones, so now it's in the, like, it will show up in the corners of each map. Like, say, if I was to make a map on this side, there would be a wood-colored pixel in the top left corner of the map, because the map would be oriented in the northward in this direction. And then if I was to stand on this side and make a map, it would make a different map that's in which this pixel is at the bottom left corner of the map, and then this is over here would be kind of the edge of the map, the ley line of the map. And the reason I do this is so that my structures don't get split by the edges of maps. So that's like I try to keep the edges of maps in mind when building structures, and that's why I like to build these cornerstones to kind of have a good visual on where these ley lines are in the game. And I was going to put signs. I made a bunch of signs because I was thinking to put signs on these to mark them, but I actually kind of decided against that because I like how they look strange if you don't know what's going on. I kind of like they look liminal, like they're just strange objects that seem out of place. Like if I didn't have that explanation, if I didn't explain to you what the heck are these platforms, they would just kind of look, it would just be weird. And I kind of like that strange weirdness to them, with it, that it's completely unexplained with nothing marked on them. So I'm going to put the sign up here just to demonstrate what I had in mind, and just to give you a sense for the coordinate system. I kind of want to look around, make sure I feel like I'm in danger, because these are unsecured areas. I don't know if there's like little caves here and there where creepers might crawl out of to kill me. Always be very cautious when you're writing stuff on signs. So if I was to do these signs, I would want to like write the cornerstone. I was kind of meaning to like number the cornerstone. So this would be like the 6th one. I would just do something. I was going to do something like this, number 6, and then have cornerstone coordinates, which are different from real coordinates. The cornerstone coordinates would be positive 3, 0. Or wait, positive 3, 1. Positive 3, 1. Because positive 64 is already one step down into the southern direction. Or actually, it would be negative 1, because even though south is positive, if you were looking at it from the top down, you're actually going downwards, like in the southern direction. Even though in 3-dimensional coordinates, the south side is positive, but in 2-dimensional coordinates, the south side is negative. So the cornerstone coordinates, the imaginary cornerstone coordinates that aren't in the game, these are just like this would mean that it's like 3 cornerstones out to the right and then 1 cornerstone down, right? So it would be like in the 4th quadrant, like in your standard math, this would be like the 4th quadrant, the southeastern quadrant. But in real coordinates, in Minecraft coordinates, in 3-dimensional coordinates, in xz coordinates, because we're skipping the y, because the y is irrelevant, the up and down. In xz coordinates, this would be 320, and that's to the east, and that's x, and positive 64, because the south side is positive. So those would be the real coordinates of this cornerstone. Right. So this I was thinking of like marking these with these signs. But see, I don't like these signs. I think that they take away from the liminal appearance of the platform by itself without anything written on it. So I decided against it. I'm not going to make these signs, and I'm not going to. So I'll just I'll tell you what the coordinates are for these things, but I'm not going to. I don't feel like actually writing these things down. I also don't think that it makes any sense. I doubt that anybody watching this is actually following the logic here. Like, does this make sense to anybody? Let me know if this actually makes sense to you. I do feel like I could be doing a much better job explaining this if I was to like edit the video and actually do like charts, actually graph stuff, actually show you like. Do a better job like presenting this information in like a more clarified manner. But all right, but I'm not gonna do that. So so I don't know if this was useful to anybody. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep going now, and I think I'm gonna have time for one more cornerstone. It's already almost the end of the day. Huh. Do I have enough? I think I might have. I'm gonna go there. I'm at least gonna make my way there. It's gonna be in the water. This next one, it's gonna be in the freaking water, and I might end up having to end the episode there, like perhaps right after I build it, and I'll just sleep on top of the cornerstone and then end the episode there. It's going to be a fairly brief one. So, there's the rest of this series. I don't know if I'm going to have any intellectual content, as I was like originally. Like the idea was, I was going to talk about philosophically, themed commentary, and I try to do that when I'm doing predictable, mundane activities such as chopping trees or digging dirt. But a lot of the game, I'm not doing that. I'm doing things that I need to focus on, and then I can only, I'll just talk about I'll make commentary on the gameplay itself. Darn it! No, this needs to be at 192. I already went past where I need to go. I need to be at 192. Just click right here. Yeah, 64, 192. That sun is going down very rapidly, and I hope I'm not going to encounter drowns. When it's in the water like this, I kind of build a platform from the. Oh shit! There's a drown. There's a drown. The drowns are very dangerous because, like, if they have a spear, whatchamacallit, a trident, they will do a lot of damage, and like you're like three or four hits away from getting killed if you're having iron armor. At least I do have iron armor, so I think I'll actually be able to take him on. Yeah, I'll need to kill a drowned, and it's almost the end of the day. Yeah, I will not have enough time in this episode to complete this cornerstone, because this is going to take some time. I'm going to want some more daylight to kill this drowned. I'm just going to kind of park here for now, and sleep over here on this what's it called when it's like not half darn it, I keep forgetting this word. When it's like it's not an island because it's the land joins up with a bigger landmass further down. I just want to put up a light here so that I'm not sleeping in the dark. Although that doesn't really matter, there's no good reason to do that. It's just a tendency, strange tendency of mine. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna sleep tonight and then end the episode. I guess I want to end this with this has been kind of a failed experiment in that I'm not really retaining any viewers because I thought that there would be people that would be interested in watching this kind of stuff just because I thought that just it's appealing. There's kind of a voyeuristic appeal to just listening to a person stumble through a completely improvised commentary and just exposing their strange, crazy, weird tendencies, I guess. On the I think that there's an appeal to that in itself. Like I like watching that kind of stuff, but besides for that, it's not really very it's not entertaining or informational. So there's not really a whole lot of appeal to it, and there might be a very small handful of people that find this worth watching. And I haven't, and perhaps I just the algorithm hasn't really come across them. I just haven't come across those people yet. But I'm already on like episode 28 now, and it seems like it's just new people, completely new people watching through these, and which is fine. Like if you are a recurrent viewer and you're coming back for like a second or third episode, well, please let me know. It'd be great to know that. But people also are very reluctant to actually talk to you in the comments. But I really appreciate comments. Like that's kind of the best part of this for me. So if you want to let me know that you do kind of like this and you're curious to see where I go with this, let me know. But otherwise, like I still want to complete the series. I want to get to day 100. But it's basically just going to be I'm just going to be building more of these cornerstones, and then I want to do 100-day world tours. And I don't think I'm going to keep making these. Like I might keep making these if people tell me to keep going. If there are like after 100 days, if there are like at least 2 people that tell me that they like this and they want me to keep going, I'll keep recording these. But otherwise, I'm going to just play off camera and only record 100-day world tours, or like in increments of 100 day, like 100 days and 200-day world tours, because I think that would still be kind of good content. And then I'll do the philosophical commentary in already established worlds in which I don't have to focus on what I'm doing in the game, and I can just do repetitive tasks like chopping trees down and digging dirt while I talk about whatever, more scripted material. I need to. You have to write stuff, even if you're not reading it, just to make it easier to talk about it, to make it more interesting for the viewers. So yeah, that's kind of the plan going forward for after the series, after I get to day 100. So there probably is still good reason to to remain subscribed to this. I'm not just gonna stop making content altogether. I love these flowers. Flower patches in Minecraft. I'm a big fan of the flower patches. I like to just sort of pause the game sometimes, just look at them because they're pretty. So, but that's it for today. And I hope you guys like this. Whoever's still there with me, if you're still with me, let me know. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And Shadowlay, my fellows, Shadowlay.